Hello and welcome to Everquest news for November 2021. We're going to start with the test patch notes. Now, typically the test patch notes will go to live pretty much exactly like this. The last few ones, they've only changed like one or two things, and sometimes they only change the grammar in these notes. So we're just going to go through this and see what's going on. So they fixed a bug where selling a stack of items via barter would sometimes only sell partial stacks. That's a good fix. Fixed a recourse in the Bard breastplate kit click effects. Okay, so they fixed something wrong with the Bard breastplate. There is a comment down here, right here. Looks like it was casting an old version of the spell and not the current version of the spell. So that's definitely useful. Lore items can no longer be removed from the shared bank if they are in a parcel already to prevent them from disappearing on a canceled trade. That's good. More lore item protection is great. I did not think you could do that already. I thought I had gotten I had a bunch of lore items in my shared bank, and I could not pull them out because they were in my parcels, so that's pretty interesting. Corrected multiple issues with the success label. This is pretty awesome. I was messing around with this on crafting some armor for one of my characters. It was pretty interesting. See, quests and events. Quests with rewards that will result in a lore conflict will now return your items. That is awesome. Priest of Lucklin no longer requires soul stones to complete their task. So I think these are the corpse summoners in the guild lobby, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they are. And then now they'll do it for free, or you just talk to them and pay them directly. I don't know how that works. I'll have to look into that. See, spells. Enchanter, the proc portion of Knight's Endless Terror and Knight's Perpetual Terror now have a unique buff icon. The illusion portion retains a standard icon. That's kind of cool. All my characters are scarecrows when I group with my enchanter, so definitely a nice change. Maybe I can actually get rid of the scarecrow look. I don't really like it that much. Correct the issue where the combination of Troubadour's synergy and Evoker's synergy would proc Ignite Blood. Interesting. I think Evoker is wizard, so probably not many people playing a wizard. Let's see here. Overseer corrected an issue where all available agents would not always be listed when starting a new quest. Okay. I haven't run into any of these issues with the Overseer, so I'm not exactly sure what conditions that require. Fixed a bug that caused Overseer's quest stats to some signs be incorrect over zoning. Okay. Progression servers found the missing agents of change on Fenagle and made them get back to work. Okay, so I guess they had some issues with the agents of change on that server. The Kazakh Cenobite will now have a chance to drop Rubicite boots on progression servers while in Era. That's cool. I'm confused on that because I do have Rubicite boots from one of my progression servers. I'm not sure what I got those from. Probably a trade, honestly. It's probably easier to get them, get a lot of this stuff by trades, but that's interesting. I know on the EQ-EMU database, there was a bug with the Ravenscale boots, or one of the other Ravenscale items doesn't actually drop. I think they fixed that now, but it was a big issue where I was trying to farm Ravenscale armor for a character, and I couldn't get it on my emulated server, but it's interesting that they're fixing that. See, miscellaneous. The free 500 free DVC reward will no longer display add time for lifetime accounts. Fixed the issue where angry EQ game process would hang around in the background after exiting. I've had that happen a few times. Fixed a bug that could cause a client to crash when casting spells. I haven't experienced that one. See, added several new zone loading bar messages. That's cool. Corrected an issue with items being removed from the advanced loot window prior to 15 minutes. Okay. I don't think I've noticed that one, but I do notice that if you just let this thing fill up with items, it will crash your client. Like if you just don't loot anything and it gets too big, it will crash the client. Corrected a bug that could cause a client to crash when zoning. Fixed a client crash that occur when clicking on an achievement link in an item's lore tab if the achievement does not fully exist yet. Alright, so I guess if you click something that doesn't exist, it's gonna break it. See, previously updated, so these are from hotfixes that they've done since the last patch. Corrected an issue where translocate spells resulted in a message about designated zone not being ready. Fixed issues with the Vex Thal key shards drops, so they made these more common. I believe they drop from more of the mobs in the zone, which is pretty nice. Hopefully that's on live, because I think there's an achievement you have to get for getting all the keys in the game. So I'm gonna probably have to go back and get all the keys that I don't have on Nomergard and stuff. So corrected an issue where NPCs could strike through a riposte even under the effects of 100% avoidance disciplines such as deflection or death dance. Yeah, that was a bug they had. Corrected an issue where Adventurer's perk experience did not apply to AA. Okay. Corrected an issue where the Merchant's perk sometimes display you got a bonus trade skill up, but the skill up had failed. All right. The Yada riddle or Yaxta, I don't even know how you would say that. It's like too many consonants. Should function in the Avatar of Change instance. Okay. Avatar of Change. Maybe it's the Agents of Change. I don't know. So that's, pretty good patch notes, I would say. Keeping the game going. Nothing life-changing like the Agents of Change or anything like that from the last one, but fixing bugs and stuff is definitely good. All right. So that's the patch notes. Let's go over here into, there was a producer's letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the highlights are they're moving to a 64-bit client for the game. The 28th expansion pre-orders are up. They're partnering with Extra Life to donate money for charity. I believe it's a cancer charity, but I don't know 100% on that. They're hiring new people. In fact, they're hiring like 5 artists and it's like 4 programmers, but I think that's a different game. I don't know. I think their Austin one is not didn't even work. There we go. So they're, DC Online, and then senior gameplay for a game they're not announcing yet. Let's see here. Unannounced product. Unannounced. I'm guessing it's like Everquest 3, probably. Yeah. So they got they're hiring for an announced product. So it's got to be something. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this. Where are they at in Austin? Where is that at? So I'm in San Antonio. So they're pretty far up there. Zoom out. Wow, they're way up there. Yeah, I'm down in San Antonio. So okay, there's that. What do they got going on? Sometimes you can get a little bit of information when you look at these. So it says unannounced project, but then DCO Universe Online. So I'm guessing that's what they're something. So it's Unreal Engine, console, C++. Interesting. Oh, it's for Dimensional Link. So there's, jobs if you're looking for a job. They're hiring. See, finally, server merges. Well, we're not prepared to officially announce. specific mergers. We're still gathering data. So what I'm guessing, here, let's see if I can edit status. You can see the status of all the servers, right? And so I play on Bristlebane, right? And it's like high all the time. So I don't think Bristlebane's going to get merged with anybody. But the Wrath, Povar, Luckland, I think those are going to get merged. They can't merge the TLP servers because they're all different eras, right? But I'm assuming they're going to take these low pop servers and medium pop servers and merge them together. It's just where I feel like they're going to go with that, and see what's going on there. I don't know. I don't know if the gameplay numbers are down. I think I saw someone said they had about 80,000 players, which probably half of those are Pox players. So, but you know, a player is a player when it's if you only count the subscription, right? I think I have like 13 subscriptions. I have a problem. But yeah, so that's, you know, that's gonna be interesting if they start merging some of these servers. I just can't imagine they would merge this Bristlebane, Brex, Kazakh, or Zenergy. These are like the highest pop servers that I've seen. Oh, and FV is another high pop server, but it has a different rule set than all the other ones, so it can't be really merged with anything else. And let's see here, and then they're just pretty much saying thank you. But yeah, that's the producer's letter. I don't know what this golden feather thing is. I don't. It's interesting, but yeah, they're hiring people. There's a 64-bit client. Then they do a whole post on this one. So a lot of the speculation is they're moving to the 64-bit client so they can do more anti-cheat measures, like, you know, knocking out hammackj and things like that. So that'll be interesting to see if that is the case. But it will allow the game, you know, more RAM and stuff like so. So the minimum requirements are changing, right? So see, Windows 7 and Core 2 Duo, 3 gigs of RAM. So these are like really low specs. I don't even know what the current specs are. Yeah, it's just a hardware comparison. So the optimal specs are still pretty low. I play the game on full everything except for shadows, and I turn models off most of the time because for some reason the models really lag the client. But hopefully them changing to a 64-bit client will allow them to add more to the game and do more with the game. And because I mean, if they were sunsetting the game or anything like that, I don't think they would even bother with this. I think they would just call it a day. So you know, this is going to take a lot of effort, and this is a part of the next expansion too. So hopefully it does increase performance and allow the use of more RAM and stuff like that. See here, and then also finally, the current event for November is raid, and if you have a raid party, you can do this event. I don't believe you can do it solo. I think it scales to 115. I couldn't find any information about it. Maybe EQ resource here has information on it. Let's see, it's like events. Oh yeah, because they renamed it. Doesn't really say anything there. Special event quest. Don't see it. Yeah, and so the next event that we're going to be doing, I'll do videos on, is Frostfell. That starts at the beginning of December. And this is a great website. I don't know if I've mentioned this one before, but EQ Resource has pretty much all kinds of good news on here. And then they'll have the Terror of Luckland stuff when that goes live. But it's very nice. So that's pretty much all the news for November. I'm kind of rolling this patch notes and everything together. I don't think the patch notes will change. If they do change, I'll do another video on what changed, but I'm pretty sure this is what's going to go live next week. I believe that's when the patch will be. So thank you very much for watching and have a fantastic day.